Hey, welcome. Today we're going to dive into a really cool, kind of mind-bending idea. It's an ancient mathematical metaphor for figuring out a person's true worth. And it comes from one of the greatest mathematicians in history. Trust me, it has nothing to do with money or fame, but everything to do with what really matters. I mean, really think about that for a second. What is the true value of a human being? Is it about what you own, how you look, the family you come from? It's one of those huge questions philosophers have wrestled with forever.
Well, the story goes that a man once posed this exact question to the brilliant Persian mathematician Al-Khwarizmi, the guy whose work literally gave us the word algebra. And his answer wasn't some long, complicated essay. Nope, it was an equation.
What he laid out was a beautifully simple yet super profound metaphor, using the one language he knew best, numbers. He called it the human equation. Okay, so here's the foundation of it all. Al-Khwarizmi said that if a person has ethics, character, integrity, a moral compass, they are equal to the number one. That's it. That's the starting point, the essential value that makes a person a person.
So what about everything else? All the stuff we usually chase? Well, Al-Khwarizmi said if that person also has wealth, you add a 0 to that one, making them a 10. If they're also beautiful, add another 0. Now they're 100. If they have status or come from a great family, add another 0, and they become 1,000. See how that works? All those things are just zeros. They make the one bigger, but they have no value on their own. And here is the most crucial part of the whole thing. He warned that if you take away that number one, if you remove the ethics, all you're left with are the zeros. And what's the value of a bunch of zeros? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. They're just left, as he so beautifully put it, to spin without a soul. This leads us to a really powerful question, right? What happens when we spend our lives chasing those zeros, but we completely forget about the one that actually gives them all their meaning? The conclusion is pretty stark. Without that foundational one, all the other accomplishments, all the wealth, all the beauty, it's all just empty decoration. It might look impressive from the outside, but there's no real substance, no core. The imagery used to describe this is just so hauntingly perfect. A life built on zeros alone is like a huge, magnificent castle with no lights on inside. Or a deep, dark night sky without a moon to guide the way. It's a grand exterior, but inside there's just cold, empty darkness. Or think about this one. What a contrast. You can have your pockets overflowing with gold, but be completely bankrupt when it comes to dignity. All the money in the world can't buy you real honor. You might have the wealth, but you're missing the worth. So let's just lay it all out, plain and simple. On one side, you have a life that's grounded in ethics, in that powerful number one. That life has value, it has meaning, it has real substance. But on the other side, a life spent just chasing zeros, well, that leads to a void, to meaninglessness, to a deep, profound emptiness. The difference couldn't be more clear. Okay, so let's shift gears. This isn't just about avoiding being a zero. It's about embracing the incredible power of what it means to be the one. In this way of thinking, the person who holds on tight to their ethics, who puts their integrity first, that's the person who achieves true humanity. Everything else is just, secondary. It's just decoration. So what does this one actually look like in real life? Well, the source suggests it's built on a foundation of 3 key things. First comes honesty, living a life based on truth. And once you have that, you can practice mercy and compassion. And when you're both honest and merciful, that's when you can find true loyalty to your principles and to the people around you. And this is the part we really need to get. These values, honesty, mercy, loyalty, they are not zeros. They aren't accessories you add on. They are the value itself. They are the solid ground you build a meaningful life on. They are the absolute core of a person's true worth. So you see, this ancient mathematical idea isn't just some clever story from the past. It actually brings us right here, right now, to a very personal decision we all have to make.
The writer who reflected on all this wisdom from Al-Khwarizmi came to this powerful personal conclusion. After really thinking about this equation, they made a conscious choice to be that number one, to build their life on that foundation of ethics, and to refuse to just be another zero spinning around with no purpose. And that right there is the ultimate takeaway. It's the lesson at the heart of this whole thing. Real value, true value, isn't measured by what we own or how we look. It's measured by our character, by the person we choose to be every single day. At the end of the day, it's not about what you have, it's about what you are.
So as we wrap this up, the question gets passed from a great mathematician through the ages directly to you. In the equation of your own life, which number are you going to be?